Welcome to the AlbionTV War Reports, your source of live battle coverage featuring the top guilds and alliances of Albion Online. Today is January 17th, 2021. I am your host, the Shozen, and I am joined today by Robinhoodrs on the play-by-play and Bogul on the camera. We are currently on a 15-minute delay, and we're expecting quite a bit of action as we are currently watching the end of I would say it's about a 10-minute long battle between PoE and Raid, joined by Black Order. Robin, how much of this fight have you seen? Because I did see PoE and the Scoia'tael boys get crushed by Raid.
Yep.
Then CIR come into Raid and put a good hurt on them until Black Order swept around the backside, took out PoE, then pushed them all the way out of the zone and into Thunder Rock Upland, where they have now rejoined with more PoE aligned forces.
Yeah, and that other massive blob in the middle of the map is all of War Gods, which are enemy. Syndic's being a little bit cautious. I don't know why. I mean, reinforcement just came in for him, and he's backing out. I'm wondering if they're going to be switching sides here. It's like everything are backed up on the eastern side of the wall here. They got War Gods to their southwest. Looks like a little bit of stabilization coming in here for Holy Buddy. They also got Hammer and Sickle to their northeast side. Quite interesting. I believe... Wait, who's who here? They allied? I'm not sure. We'll have to wait and find out until a bigger clump come in. But it looks like Holy Buddy is marching himself back over to the western side. A lot of not here. What's their disarray debuff? Sitting on a 29% disarray debuff here in Thunder Rock Upland. They're slowly marching in to a very big blob. Looks like there's some death happening. Holy Buddy needs to get up over there. Coming in right into the back end. If he pops his sprints now of PoE, are they allied? So, nope, they're definitely not allied. There comes the Grovekeeper engagement. Soulscythe connecting. Camline comes in as well. Another Camline connecting, but the back end of everything getting hit by the permafrost, stopping their engagement was a nice deletion on the front line.
They did do a great job on the west there. They are getting wrapped. They have smaller numbers. They need some of their friends to get in here. But as I said before, their zone to the west is completely full of Poe. There's nobody coming in to save them.
Yeah, look at this. A nice deletion by the PoE boys. Here comes the next return engagement. Not much CC happening at all on that clump. Unfortunately, it looks like everything they're pushing a little bit. They're not doing great.
They're not doing bad either. I mean, they are controlling this engagement here to the south as Holy Buddy is doing okay. I mean, they are pushing this engagement.
They are split pretty hard as well. Look at that massive group of Knot to his eastern side, split by the cliff here. Another big engagement. The Avabos tearing apart the front line of everything.
Yeah.
Even though double locusts are down, it's a little bit too late. But Holy Buddy wants to go for a next engagement. Another wave of PoE come crashing in onto the front line. It's not looking good for Holy Buddy. The boys are going to get saved by locusts, and they're going to back up southeast.
There's a backside fight on this as well. That's War Gods in the back.
Yeah, it's all happening.
The War Gods is in the back, attacking PoE as well. They've just been split out to the north because their Adawel is split them off. They are now moving towards the main cluster of PoE. There will be another clash in the back. If Holy Buddy and the boys can stay alive a little bit longer, they're going to allow for a great engagement.
Oh, nice engagement coming in. There comes the armor pierces onto the Camline clumps. Offensive locusts there being used as well. But look at that. The wraparound from Rage Control was pretty much instant. So many of the Knot Alliance getting caught off guard down the cliff. And it's not looking good for Holy Buddy. He's losing numbers after every single engagement. Not using the terrain to his advantage here. I mean, push up against the wall. Stop getting wrapped so much. But look at this. It's just getting walked over. They're getting pushed so far up the map here. And I don't think there's any reinforcements coming in at the moment. This 0-point Grovekeeper playing super aggressive, massive Judicator stun coming in. The defense or offensive Icicle getting dropped, slowing down the Zerg movement. Big Soulscythe coming in. Brimstone connecting. Here comes another Grovekeeper engagement. Reinforcements finally coming in for the Knot Alliance. Their turn comes in. It's going to be big. The boys of PoE overextending themselves there. A lot of them getting saved by that Locust player. Great performance there by the support player. Finally, some more PoE wrapping around on the northwest side. Once again, Holy Buddy and that boys getting wrapped from all sides, just allowing them to get wrapped like this, even though they're getting the returns they need. Look at the melees causing so much chaos in the backline for them. It's forcing them to kite more and more, giving up the choke points of the map. They're about to go into open field here. And this is when it gets pretty dangerous, especially when
that's
you're
okay right now
outnumbered.
because they have War Gods pushing PoE very strong in the backside on the west. As you see, there are a bunch of skulls right to the west, and now we're going to allow the boys from everything to come collapse in on the PoE, Skoyatal, and Dutch squad right here. This is the opportunity that everything needs. They need to move in and hammer this. They need to get the anvil of War Gods and crush PoE like a nail getting flattened.
Yeah, they need to work with War Gods on this. I mean, they're giving up so much ground. Look how much they've kited so far. They are literally nearly halfway up the map already. Finally, are returning. It looks like they're going to grab the actual corner of the map here. This is what they needed to do at the start. Secure the edge on the walls here. And look at this engagement coming in. War Gods, they need to keep pressuring the back end because Hammer and Sickle now coming in on the northwest flank.
These
Big
are
Countline does
fleeing Hammer
connect.
and Sickle boys, a lot of them. This is not an organized Hammer and Sickle fight here. If I go over to the War Gods has done a number on PoE in the backside.
Yep, and Holy Buddy hanging on strong. He's getting reinforcements left, right, and center. Hammer and Sickle getting cleaned up here. MacThePuck looking a little bit lost to see what he actually wants to do. Look at this wave coming in. Next wave of PoE gets stopped. Countline connecting. There comes the Soul Scythe knockup. Offensive coming in. Not enough damage output at all from the boys in Not, but they are holding in strong. Their backline, they need to get rid of these melees. They are just ripping apart their backline, not allowing the DPS to come up and be super aggressive. The tanks are finding the clumps here, but there's no DPS follow-up because they're just getting punished in the backline, and they're doing not much to do about it. Finally, they're starting to focus fire tanks and clean up their back end. And now
There's
Holy Buddy
really not much for Poe right now on the northern flank. All of them are kind of down here on the southwest, which is where we see everything coming down now. War Gods did a fantastic job of coming into the backside and really scattering a lot of the forces of PoE, giving enough breathing room to everything to allow them to not get crushed there. They were outnumbered. They were wrapped. They weren't fighting in a great position, but they did a great kite and allowed themselves to stay alive as War Gods came into the backside and just pressured PoE so they could not get that significant push through the heart and center of the Everything Alliance here. And now you see PoE is on the run.
Yep.
This is a victory
they're
for Not
trying to
and
mount
War
up
Gods.
here, but Holy Buddy's keeping the pressure on, not allowing them to stabilize and regroup. We're seeing some little turns here, there, and everywhere, but it's not enough, and it looks like War Gods, yep, there they come over the northwest side, catching off the retreating forces of PoE. Great plays here, finally, by the Not Alliance and War Gods, playing outside of Alliance, but playing very well. War Gods showing what they're made of here. That comes to a wrap-up. I'm gonna check around and see what else we got. We are about to hit the old 1800 timer, so hideouts can start getting hammered away, territories can start getting claimed or pacified here, and it looks like King Mojo's decided to do a switcheroo with Africa now, as King Mojo is now inside the dungeon, and Africa now is outside on the run.
Interesting. Well, if you head over to Artista, there is another fight going on with Syndic and Artista right now over in Thunder Rock Ascent.
Okay, hopping in on
Yeah, everything is starting to kick off at once here. Sorry, you know how it is. You can't have eyes everywhere at once.
Yeah, it's a bit of a territory battle as well. Looks like the boys of Raid getting pushed up against the tower. Obviously, the tower defenses are down until this territory gets pacified here. I'm going to double check to make sure. There it is. Raid have defended. There comes the defensives. CIR getting caught off guard. PoE are going to get pummeled here by the defenses. The mage has spawned. There comes the tower lasers as well. Everything. I mean, this is the time where you keep pushing if you were Raid. You push out. Use the momentum of what just happened in your favor and just clean up what's in front of you. Raid I mean, it's a tough position when you're pinned up against a territory like this. We've seen it time and time again. If reinforcements aren't coming your way, it's literally just a dwindled down situation until like you're wiped. And CIR looking for an engagement here on the front line of Raid. Big camline coming in, defensive knockback there by Artista with the Command Mammoth. Nice play. No actual real turn here by Raid at the moment. There we go, a little bit of damage on the front line of the overextending tanks of CIR. But the battle for this zone, there is a PoE Scoia'tael hideout. 3 out of 5 shields. That's going to be a major objective if they can get that reset today for PoE. And Raider, they're hanging in strong. PoE choosing to fall back outside of the territory. It's a good play. I mean, they just need to keep Raid pinned in. They don't have to be super aggressive. They don't have to wipe them. It is literally a time game at the moment. 18 minutes. They have to keep Raid pinned in here and keep them here. That's all they have to do. Just make sure that hideout isn't getting hammered.
Yeah. Well, there are a lot of other Raid allies right around here. They could be here any moment to assist this. And it looks like Raid's going to need some help. They are pretty pinned.
Yep. I mean, the only way for reinforcements to come in for PoE is through Thunder Rock Draw or through Rivercop's Fount. So, I don't know where the rest of the Zergs are. It looks like the boys literally, yep, like I said, just holding in strong.
Yeah, they're just holding.
The Surf guys are hammering the Bacon's hideout, and Black Order and Imiyashiro are hammering away at a Hammer and Sickle hideout.
Okay. War Gods are on the move through Thunder Rock upland.
Momono is in Battle Bray Meadow.
Oh, that's pretty far out.
Yep.
Wait, why is he all the way over there?
That's what it says on my map.
Yeah, that's not even an 1800 time slot.
He's taking a loop. He's in Arthur's Rest now.
Strange.
But we've got a big fight here as Artista has pushed out and now is completely inside the heart of the CIR forces, and it's getting sloppy here. I don't even know where the front line is. That does not look like frontline guys that Artista is on top of.
No, it looks like a lot of his back end are getting torn to shreds here. It looks like they're going to be retreating back up, maybe into towards the territory.
I think they're pushing down. They're in control here. They pushed through the front line and they're into the mid line now of CIR, and a lot of their tanks are in the back line of CIR, putting a hammering on them. CIR had a big significant wrap, but it didn't work out in their favor as it allowed the guys from Raid to really get into the mid line here.
Yeah, it's a very chaotic battleground here.
Nice clump on the eastern side. Where's the follow-up? Oh, that is crunchy. There's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 guys. Oh, wow. Okay, take that home.
Yeah, that was a big play there.
And as you notice, there's a bunch of green names now standing on that pile. This is when CIR needs to turn and strike for the architude of the Rage Alliance here. You got to pick that up later, guys, not when you're in the fight.
Yeah, look at this. Also, PoE giving up the vision here, deciding to go northeast up the road, not southeast against a wall, and try and wrap around on the southwest side. Now, Artista has full vision over this PoE group, and it's going to fall into their favor. I think another force of Raid or someone is up on the north side.
Yeah,
of the
there
territory.
is. There's another group that's pulling them off. They're pushing on PoE.
Raid just got debated. Raid just got deleted.
What happened? I just
no.
for Raid, what'd you do?
Great play here by CIR. Debating them up the choke point towards the southeast door. All it took was 2 brave tanks to fully stun the boys of Raid, and the damage just came crashing in over the cliff tops here. Artista's wondering, do I want to do that again?
14 corpses. Wow. Oh, man. If that was all against Rage, that's a significant strike.
But look at this. Raid actually able to wrap around on the north side as well.
Well, they're getting pushed by Provocatia up north.
Scoia'tael just came in and it forced Raid to go back up the choke that they just wiped on, and they just got wiped again. CIR now breaking through. Artista trying to figure out if he wants to pay
He's
attention to
regrouping. He's
Scoia'tael
taking
or
his boys north.
CIR.
He's going north. He's going into Provocatia right now in Scoia'tael. They had attacked his northern flank. They had pushed up a little bit too far on the north, gave themselves a bit of a thin engagement on that eastern flank, and now they're paying for it. On the eastern side up north, they just got deleted. Scoia'tael with an incredibly good clump and dump. That is the kind of painful thing that you don't come back from. This is get back into the hideout, get back into your territory, find some defenses, and get safe, because they just lost a significant amount of DPS there. They do not have the numbers to dump these guys right now.
Yeah, look how Raid are playing. They're playing right up against this cliff top here. I mean, CIR was looking for an engagement over that cliff top. They were lucky that CIR are a little bit slow on the movement, but now once again, Artista wrapping his Zerg around, getting that vision advantage back in his favor, looking at CIR, wondering how we're going to take on this fight, because, I mean, his numbers just got dwindled down quite a bit. Reinforcements are coming in, and CIR looks like they're going to try to see if Artista's, I mean, is he going to take the bait again? That's going to be a big Grovekeeper stun at the bottom of the hill. No follow-up damage because they just got even songed in the back, slowing down the movement of the whole entire backline there of Raid. Not enough DPS getting up into the front line. That could have been devastating for PoE. Artista,
Well,
though,
great
he's
job by
looking-
Raid just being able to survive that. They are on a two-front war right now, as they are flanking to the north and to the east. They do have a big group of Provocatia and this POEDL coming in from the north. A lot of death up there, as well as to the east here by the door.
Yep, and look at this.
Not came in.
Artista creeping in. Big permafrost on the eastern side of Artista's screen here. It's night for PoE on that clump. There's nowhere to go. They are pinned up against the wall here. It is going to be GG, and now Raid are going to be feasting on the loot bags of whoever's remaining. Looks like a lot of
here
PoE
too,
mounting up
grabbing
and
a bunch
getting
of
out.
these loot bags, and they are finishing off a lot of Avalonian Tigers. Well done, job. Well done, guys. Good job.
Artista about to get Syndic about to get dismounted. Syndic's
Going
down.
over Syndic.
Artista's on top of him. Is this a command mammoth in favor of Raid? Are Raid going to get debated and overextend and try and just focus on Syndic? It looks like they are.
They are following pretty hard. They do have a ballista and a mammoth on top of them. They need to get some more soldiers over here. He's going to get to the door.
No, he's not. There's no door.
Oh, it's behind him. Never mind. I see
Yep.
the door now. He went the wrong way.
Nice play here by Rot.
Yeah, I was going to say
applying the
Rot did a
poison
great
pot,
way.
slowing down Artista, just so he's not on top of Syndic. That was a good play. That's not that. There you go. You go around the
Then
cliff.
Nick still has a eagle and quite a few on top of him, as well as the ballista, so he ain't mounting up anytime soon. Here comes the Panthers and the Rage Claws. He's surrounded now. It's just a matter of time before he gets wiped up.
Yep.
He's surviving pretty good, though. I'm kind of impressed here. He's doing work.
Or if he's going to get enough stacks.
Oh,
There comes the
nice sprint in the other direction. He's going to the dungeon. He's going to do some...
I mean,
Nope.
go in there. You're in combat.
You're in combat.
Here
Caught.
we go.
This is it.
There comes the fear as well. The knock up. There he goes. Syndic is dead. And the command mammoth did not trash.
Got it. Who got it?
Glendininaha.
I see it.
Can't pronounce that name.
Yep. Happens.
There we go. We haven't seen Syndic lose a command mammoth in a while.
No, we haven't. He's
Back in
generally
the old
pretty good.
war, he lost quite a few.
Yeah. Well, he learned. They're expensive. It takes a
Nice.
long time to go get
Definitely.
those pups. That was impressive there. Let's see what else we have. We still have another 10 minutes on these hideouts.
Yeah, it's a lot of defense plays here by PoE. Mactapuk just chilling, Thunder Rock upland with a very large blob. Cluster Q's activated in this zone. I'm gonna go check the northeast side real quick to make sure that's War God chilling on the northeast. Any second now.
Any second.
But with this group in crossing, like we were saying before, like Raid, they don't have to fear about anyone coming up there, because PoE has been cut off and pushed out. Crossing now in the hands of the anti-PoE coalition. Squad have just zoned in along with Last Warn on the southwest side. Going to stick on Momono, see what the play is for him now. A lot of them dismounted in combat, allowing
Syndic
Blue
is here
Army-
as well in the south. He just entered as well, so this is going to be an interesting push right to the hideout. Syndic is marching his boys right to the eastern hideout that Title has right now, that they have the hammers on. He's on top of the hideout now. He just wiped out the entire One Punch Man group that was here hammering away. So, yeah, that's all that it takes is one group to come in and push him off. And Derek is running for his life from Syndic. He's used to that.
Yep, and on the other side of things, Momono has just engaged with Last Warn. He is in full kite mode at the moment. He needs to be careful. That group of PoE that just wiped out One Punch Man is going to be coming around, should be wrapping around on through the northeast side. Look at this wave of Last Warn crashing in, but we've seen Momono and Elevate perform before, heavily outnumbered. They have survived. They know how to play this game, and it's going to be quite interesting to see how they perform on a map like this. Very open field, and Last Warn wrapping around, Blue Army wrapping around, PoE about to wrap around. I don't know if Momono's trying to kite to the northwest door to get out, or if he's going to take the fight here. Reinforcements will be coming in on the northwest side, though, for Elevate and Monkey. So it looks like he's going to take the fight. Here he comes, marching up the hilltop. Not going to catch anyone. A lot of defensive icicles coming in. Needs to be careful. Surf are actually in the zone as well on the southwest side. And looks like here we have won the objective in this zone, though.
Yeah, they did. Over on the eastern corner, they definitely have won the objective. There's nobody left hammering away. One Punch Man just lost a ballista. Well, Falky is still running for his life, but there's enough. There's enough over there. They got him. They got him.
And the shield's been reset. Here we go with a bomb over the cliff top here. Some Blue Army members getting caught off guard. They're going to get deleted. Nice play there using the elevated viewing angle of the cliff here by Elevate onto Blue Army. Defensive wind walls are down, stopping the marching forces coming in. Another nice icicle, nice wind wall coming in. A knockback as well. A lot of defenses getting burned. The carpet, though, is going to speed up the engagement. Brimstone connecting onto Last Warn's front line. Momono is just diving through the trees at the moment. But here comes the return. Last Warn's halberds are going to start chomping away here on the choke point. Blue Army wrapping around on the northwest side. Momono needs to kite his men to the east. They're about to get crushed here. Ava bows are streaming through this choke point. Here it comes. Brimstone connecting. Hills instantly down no for the boys in Elevate. Firewalls are down. Here comes the return engagement. They're not going to find much of Blue Army. Already spread out. Nice defensive play there by the Beetle, silencing a lot of the DPS coming in. But the push is continuing. Blue Army are getting picked off here by Elevate. Look at the clump to the northwest side. Any return, any forward push here by Elevate, they need to push through. Remember, Last Warn and Blue Army are outside of Alliance. Friendly fire is enabled for these two groups.
How much more fire do either of these have? I'm watching Momono just hunt down Blue Army. There's not much that could fire back onto Last Warning here.
Yep.
I don't think they have to worry about any crossfire.
Mojo just hit the ground. Now it looks like Blue Army are going to be in full retreat here. Foes, they're done. Last Warn. Now it is it's your turn. Elevate are turning. Looks like they just used up all their attack here, and now it's going to be a bit of a wee stun because PoE Scoital
has just joined as well. They just came through the western gate here and have caught up to Elevate now.
Yep, and it looks like so Elevate, delete Blue Army on the western side, try and focus back onto the Last One on the eastern side. The group of Blue Army that got wiped now replaced by PoE. Here comes the engagement. Avalonian Hammer actually clumping up Momono and the boys. They're still kiting to the northeast side. They have a bit of opening here. They have a massive cliff to their western side, a pond to their east. They can use this to stabilize if they wanted to. Defensive inertia rings are down by the Grove Keepers. They're kiting still. They have quite a few members left alive as well, but they need to be careful. Last Warn are wrapping around. Where are their allies here? It looks like oh my god. Momono, if you wanna engage on PoE, now's the time. They're all fresh on cooldowns. but it looks like the wraparound came in. CIR actually coming in as well on the eastern side. Big deletions of Elevate. This could be it. I don't know. I don't want to call it because I've been wrong so many times before watching this group play in ZVZs. Momono's still kiting like a madman. Monkey hanging on for dear life here in River Cops Crossing. Big knock up here. Sun now making their presence felt as they wrap around the back end. Avalonian bow piercing right through the lines of Elevate. They're still holding on strong. They got to clump anything. One last turn maybe for the boys in Monkey. Sun are just bullying the back end on the northwest side. CIR coming in on the eastern side. Momono still got his meta alive. The supports and healers playing like gods at the moment. Surf have turned up, but I think it's a little bit too late.
Everybody has decided to turn up today. This zone has been wild.
Yep, and I mean
here
look
they
at
are.
this
Bertle Q just poured in right on top of Syndic. Surf just poured out on top of Syndic. They're going to have to instantly get involved in this fight if they want to turn this.
Yep, and look at this. Momono's still... He hasn't given up. He's coming in.
He doesn't have
Here
much
comes the
left.
engagement. I mean, he's holding on.
This is awesome. Well done on all sides here. This is an incredible fight.
Yep,
I don't care
and
who wins. This is just awesome to watch.
I mean, Momono's still holding on the eastern side. I don't know for how long for. I wonder if the full forces of Surf have arrived. I don't
Yeah,
think
they have.
so.
There's a bunch in
Oh.
here, and they just dove right on top of Syndic from both sides here, collapsing on from both directions. This is, but Syndic don't care. He don't care. He's just gonna march through these guys. He's like, you guys don't have the IP.
Yep, and I mean, Elevator now out of the picture. Now, I don't know if Surf want to take this fight or not. Momono, 1 health left. There he goes. Finally about to go down here. Surf are kind of streaming in, kind of not. But I don't think they have it in them. I don't know. Do they even have Dominant in the zone at the moment?
Dominance and I think he's queued in Wailing Bulwark trying to get in.
Yeah, he is. Still quite a few members of Monkey on the other side in Wailing Bulwark. You're right there, Bogul.
Getting kicked off because everybody's waiting here and
Yep.
stand at the gate. I mean, Cynic and the guys, are they done now, objectives-wise? Because it's... Right now, it's about cleaning up what you can and then coming out on top, right?
I mean,
Money-wise?
getting those battle boards in your favor is now the only thing that's going to be worth fighting over. I mean, objective-wise, they've reset the shield here in Crossing. What's Curve looking like? Curve has also been reset hideout-wise. Thunder Rock Upland is actually down to its final shield now for CIR's hideout in that zone. River Cop's Fount back up to 5 out of 5. Flamog Fork is down to 2 out of 4 shields for Hammer and Sickle. Thunder Rock Drool is 1 out of 4 for Hammer and Sickle again. Thunder Rock Ascent is 2 out of 5 for Scoia'tael. So they were able to secure 2 hideouts for full reset. They have, what was that, 3, 4 hideouts to defend tomorrow to try and get a full reset on. And
I mean, that's
down
still,
in the
that's
southwest.
still plenty. If your goal is to push them from the north, then getting these hideouts further down is a good sort of strategic win for them, no? I mean, it's a win for PoE to defend some, but it's also a win to further push if you're trying to go in from the north.
Yeah, I mean, so Raid, actually hop onto King Mojo. He is dismounted. One Punch Man on top of him in River Cop's path. That was just the zone southwest of the zone that they were just fighting in, and they got wiped by Elevate. But One Punch Man holding the bridge. One Punch Man need to be careful. I believe the blob coming in on the northeast side is going to be PoE. Defensive inertia rings are down, slowing the advancing forces of Blue Army at the moment. Monkey looking for a return onto the front line. Nice Judicator helmet. Big camlands coming in on the front line. Damnation does connect. Blue Army in a very tight spot here. But the return comes in. Big camlands coming out. There comes the Brimstones connecting down. Not enough death on either side, though. A lot of defense is getting burnt, but where is that PoE blob? I'm pretty sure it's about to hit the back end of One Punch Man. I'm seeing deaths pop up. I'm going to believe that is them getting hit from behind. Monkey also on the fight here. So it's going to be Monkey AAA versus Squad and PoE. Mojo breaking through the choke points. Big Soul Scythe connecting. Camland does connect as well. Any deletion, any DPS want to follow up on that. There comes the Brimstone and the Permafrost. Last Warn showing their faces. And I think AAA are done here.
That zone seems over. Some of the guys from One Punch Man are mounted up there, heading towards the exit.
Yeah, I don't think there's enough. I think it's cleanup crew here.
Yeah, time to speed out. Save your butt.
Yep. That blob to the western side towards the door, it's all retreating members of Surf and AAA. And Monkey. Yep, they're all heading out. Make sure we're not missing any major clumps on the eastern side. Last Warner just cleaning up whoever they can find. And PoE notice that it's done here, so they're going to head back up northeast.
Well, that was an exciting ZVZ, end to the ZVZ show. Lots of death. Everybody finally found each other. The objectives were fought over. There's still content as people are running around just murdering the stragglers here. This wasn't a bad war report. What would you say was the big takeaway from this one, Robin?
Definitely, I mean, the winning up in the north allows Raid to advance further down. Like, they have a couple more. Like, if they can do what they did today, tomorrow, and the next day, then they win. They've won the north side of the 1800 time slot. Then they can start focusing towards the center of PoE's heartland. And I believe down in the southwest side, has Surf been winning? Yes, they've won Far Shore Bay and Cape. Did they get the hideout in Dry Vein Oasis? They did. 1 out of 4 for the Bacon's hideout in Dry Vein Oasis. So they won that section. How is the heartland of Rage Control looking? Give me a second. I just got zoned out. There we go. It looks like the Monkey Coalition securing all of the territories as well in that zone. Also, the PoE hideout in Battlebrae Peaks, 2 out of 4 shields there. That's going to be the crafting station, which is income for PoE, I believe. So, I mean, the PoE are definitely losing at the moment. I don't know if it's time for PoE to call in for some extra help.
Who else can they call?
Yeah,
I mean, we've saw it before. When PoE gets real desperate, they call in Arch. They sign the check, couple billion silver, scribble it down, pass it on through, and Arch will mass and mobilize the men. I mean, even if it's just literally more bodies to throw into zones to get them queued up and disrupt the movement of the main forces of the anti-PoE coalition, it's very effective and very much worth the time.
I didn't consider Arch.
It's happened many, many times. This is not the first time.
When Squad was versing PoE, remember way back when, before they started holding hands, when we were pushing them pretty goddamn hard, Arch was called in by PoE to help them, and it affects it. It's a lot of cluster queuing.
Well, if people don't want to watch the cluster queue, Robin, where can they watch the cut up, slimmed down, battle only version of this show?
Well, they can head on over to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/AlbionTV. We have the 5v5, the 20 versus 20s, and the trimmed down ZVZ show. I cut it down so it's literally just pure ZVZ action, and that's it. And we also have some interviews, but our interviews can be found elsewhere, can't they, Shozen?
Yeah, you can find them on soundcloud.com/AlbionTV or any place that you listen to podcasts by simply typing in Albion TV into your search bar. And we're going to be back again in just a little while. We have to head out because it's that time. And we have to let the 15-minute timer run down. And then we'll be right back as we've got 20v20 action right around the corner.
Can't wait. See you guys soon.